everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Data Dialogues podcast. Today we have a super fun episode, and we thought it would be really fun to compile a data list of some of the world's most incredibly eccentric homes and weigh in on the unique risks they can present for insurance carriers. So with that, I am your host, Larisa Bedgood, Head of Marketing at PGM. And with me today is Michelle Taves, who is VP and Group GM of the Data and Marketing Group at PGM. So welcome, Michelle.
Thank you. I'm excited for this one. I am really excited to learn about some of these eccentric homes.
Yeah, we did. To prepare for this, we did a lot of fun research, and also you and I and PGM's marketing manager, Kristen Jones, and just had super fun looking at some of the unique houses and the difficulties it might present for insurance companies and home factors. Before we get into some of the unique homes, I'd love for you to just give us a quick overview of maybe what home factors is and the property insights and why this even has relevance, a unique home.
Yeah, I'm happy to. So we went down the road, man, probably about 18 months ago now, where our mission was how can we help carriers to be able to predict risk inside of the home, and be able to get information that they don't have today. Today, the only way you can get on the inside of a home is if you send a home inspector, spend all that money on a home inspection report, and then try and figure out the best way to get all that information and be able to understand that in time. And so what we've done is we really wanted to create an alternative data-driven approach to being able to understand on the inside of the home. And so PGM is a part of Porch. And being a part of Porch gives us just access to tons of unique first-party data about the home. And so what we've done is we've gone through the process of taking all of that data and being able to really create kind of cool insights on the inside of the home. And then we went ahead and tested our predictions against past claims data to be able to just make sure that those predictions do line up with the claim that might have happened during that period of time. And so to give you an example, one of the attributes that we created are, is there a potential for water damage inside of the home? Is there a potential that the electric wiring needs to be repaired? What is the size of the electric panel inside the home, and how does that match up to the size of home? So for example, if you have a 100 amp electric service, but you have a 5,000 square foot home, man, that's going to be an issue for you, right? And you have potential for fire damage. And the list goes on, like what type of piping is in the home, right? If you're in a colder climate, do you have the type of piping that doesn't freeze compared to being in a warmer climate and having the piping that reacts well to heat? And the list goes on and on and on, and we're super excited about it. The data is proving to test out really well so far. And we have a pretty extensive roadmap to be able to create over 100 home factors this year, really concentrating on unique information on inside of the home.
Well, let me tell you, if we could have home factors on some of these homes we are about to present, that would be pretty amazing. So I am going to kick it off with the first home that we researched. It's called the Winchester Mystery House. And I want to say that I might have actually seen a made-for-TV movie on this at one point, and it was pretty fascinating. So I'll give you a quick rundown. So this is a mansion in San Jose, California. Construction began in 1884 and continued for 38 years until 1922.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a really long time, Larisa.
That's a long time. So imagine, okay, I'm going to read you some facts on all the windows and everything. So imagine the home factors that we have that could predict some of these things. So there's 160 rooms, including 40 bedrooms, 47 staircases, 13 bathrooms, 6 kitchens. Here's a home factor alert: 10,000 window panes, So we have a home factor on, what is that, Michelle? It's
Window
predicting
repair.
window
Can you
repair.
imagine how that contractor would feel about fixing 10,000 windows? That would be obviously maybe only some of them need to be repaired, but that would probably be a significant job for him.
Ka-ching! 2,000 doors, 52 skylights, and I believe we actually have a
Yeah,
home factor on that.
we do. We do on Presence of Skylight. Wow.
It's great. 47 fireplaces, 3 elevators, 2 basements, and get this, just one
One.
shower. Yes.
That's crazy. We also have the ability to tell you if the basement is finished, if it's unfinished, right? If there's any kind of damage in the basement, and then what is the basement material?
Well, that is going to take a little bit of time for whoever does inspections or whoever looks at any of the characteristics in a home to just count the windows, I'm imagining. So, some interesting facts. It has doors and windows that open to nothing, stairs that end in the ceiling, interior barred windows, which kind of is freaky when you consider there's also trap doors in the floor. So, yay, yay, Winchester Mystery
I
House.
think there's a lot of risk in this home, Larissa. I'm just telling
Yes.
you, I think that nobody's really living in it right now. I bet that there's no way an insurance company would touch this home.
Yeah, this is off your radar. All right, let's go. Let's hop into the next house. Why don't you let us know what we have for the next house on our list?
Sure. So the next house is called the Window House. It's built in Spain. Interesting. It's 8,000 square feet, which is pretty significant. And it's designed to be almost entirely of glass. It has hidden entrances. Access is slightly inclined path that leads to the interior, making the entrance hidden from the street. That's interesting. I actually would really like that. Like you feel
Yeah,
like you're a little bit safe, especially if you're in a glass home, right? Like if you're in a
right.
glass home, you need some privacy there. It has a transparent glass box that serves as a transition between the exterior and interior windows. Completely exterior basement. The basement, which houses service space, a garage, and additional bedrooms, is designed to be completely exterior thanks to 2 patios and landscaping.
Oh,
So
wow.
there's no privacy in this house.
The introvert in me doesn't love this house. I don't think I love the mystery house that we just discussed, but I think I'll let's see what's further on the list. I'm not loving the window house either.
You know, the interesting thing about the window house too is you gotta wonder, like, I guess the first thing that I think of, Larissa, is what type of windows is it made out of? Because I think of weather
Right.
damage, tornado, any of that kind of thing. Now it's built in Spain. I'm not familiar with their type of cat weather, but you would think that like if there's a bad storm that went through that, you would think it'd be pretty significant to fix all those windows.
And then of course I'm also thinking like, who's their window cleaner? I mean, that's a task. That's a lot of cleaning of
Not
windows.
me, for sure.
I clean my windows like once a year. I don't know what other people do, but
Yeah, yeah, that would be crazy.
so the next house, I'm kind of digging this next house. It's called the Flintstone House. And I used to love the Flintstones. I remember watching it and wanting to like get into my car. I don't know if I necessarily wanted to run around, move my car with my feet, but I did want to have like a giant brontosaurus rack of ribs, like that I could eat whenever. So that was cool. But let's dig into the house feature. So this is built in 1976 in Hillsborough, California. It's big, but not as big as the last house we chatted about. It's 2,700 feet, so kind of in there. It
Mhm.
was designed by architect William Nicholson as an experiment using different materials. So within the house, there are real life replica of the iconic Stone Age home from the Flintstones cartoon. So it has those rounded surfaces throughout. And its bizarre appearance led to numerous complaints from neighbors and even the formation of a local architectural review board. So I guess the neighbors did not love the Flintstone home. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool myself. I don't know if we
I will
have.
say, well, Larissa, I think it's kind of ugly.
Yeah, it is a little
Like,
ugly.
it's an interesting home, but if you really look at it, there's very little windows. I bet it's the opposite of the window house. It's very dark,
Yes.
probably very cold. It is unique. Like, I think it would be fun to go and visit and see it and walk through it. But I would agree with the neighbors. I don't think I would want it in my neighborhood.
And a quick note for those of you listening to the audio podcast only, we do have a video podcast as well on our YouTube channel that you can look at all these pictures. We'll make sure we include pictures, intersperse those throughout our podcast. All right, what is this? What is this next one, Michelle?
Okay, so me and the windows. So this is called
Yeah.
the Transparent House, aka House NA. It's located in Japan. It's super tiny compared to some of the houses that we've been talking about. It's only 914 square feet. This house is made entirely of glass, offering maximum neutral light and expansive city views. So I think the difference between this and the other one is this is a window house right in the middle of the city, Larissa.
Wow, you
Like,
guys
you
looking.
there is
Yeah.
no, like, people just walking by. There's no real, and also there's no, one of the things I'm noticing is that they don't really have window shades or coverings or anything. Like, it is 100% open. The concept was inspired by human ancestors who lived in trees, emphasizing an open connection to the surroundings, which is probably cool. Like, I bet you get plenty of sunlight in this.
Well, I have some trees then.
Right. And it says that the couple who built it, they wanted to live as nomads, enhance the conceptual tree form. So I've never heard of this in a city. Like, normally they would be out a little bit in the rural, that kind of thing, but interesting.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Like, the concept could be cool, but I feel like there should be, once you all see the picture of this, it really feels like it should be just picked up. It's kind of in a city neighborhood, picked up, moved to like a really nice tropical environment with great bamboo, palm trees, whatever, maybe some waterfalls. It doesn't really look as enticing with the concrete and cars and all the neighbors looking in. And again, a lot of glass to repair.
Yeah.
So next house we have is called the Mushroom House. And this is located in New York. This is about 4,200 square feet with 3 bedrooms. It was built from 1971 to 72 and is a unique contemporary residence that is built of multiple separate structures. And each of these structures is designed to resemble a Queen Anne's lace mushroom poised atop its stem. So I don't know exactly what a Queen Anne's lace mushroom is, but I guess from looking at the picture of the house, I have an idea. The interior also mimics a mushroom cap with its column and ceiling design. And the home is near Powder Mills Park, which has streams and waterfalls. So the property has been featured in international publications as well as in multiple TV programs. And here's kind of a fun fact. You can rent this house for $6,900 a month. The owners of the home have a busy travel schedule and own other probably unique homes around the world. So I don't know if that's your thing. Check it out, I guess.
I am not a fan of mushrooms, so I realize it's not a real mushroom, but I actually think it would be fun to go and check it out. And if you think about it, $6,900 for an entire month, that's not bad to live in like a completely unique home. Like, what an experience you would have being able to do that. The one thing that sticks out to me a little is it's 4,200 square feet with only 3 bedrooms. Like, so it must have a lot of open space
Right.
somewhere inside the home because it does not have a lot of bedrooms.
Yeah, again, yeah, once you all see the pictures, it is like different structures. So it is a very unique concept.
Mhm.
I guess this, which is why we have included in our unique homes episode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, the
Oh,
next one. I think this is my favorite, Larissa. Well, I don't want to say that, but it gets me interested the most. It is
yeah.
called the Toilet House.
Wow.
It is in South Korea. It is 4,500 square feet. Um, and it's this eccentric home. It was built in 2007 by the chairman of the World Toilet Association. That is really getting into your work. I'm just going to say it. Like we're going to start to build a home all about, I don't know, PGM or a big
Yes.
porch home, maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe something to think about sometime in the future. But he was born in a bathroom, and he dedicated his life to water conservation and sanitation. The
It's
two-story
amazing.
home features 3 toilets, including central showcase bathroom with smart glass that turns opaque with a click, and rainwater harvesting technology. I bet this would be a hard one to detect water intrusion damage because it sounds like it has water by design all across the home. So anyway, so after his passing, it became a toilet themed park.
Oh, if my parents told me they were going to take me to the toilet theme park for an afternoon of fun, I don't know, I'd be a little disappointed.
Yep, I would agree. I would agree. But it is unique. And when people can see the pictures, it's interesting.
Yeah, that is incredible. I just love the whole idea of it becoming an entire theme park. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like this is one that potentially people could, get behind. This is called the Beer Can House, and it's located in Rice Military, Houston, Texas. It is a smaller home. I guess they couldn't drink enough beer. It is 1,300 square feet. The John Milkovich began constructing this house in 1968, covering it with flattened beer can lids and other recycled materials. So it has 50,000 beer cans throughout the home, and he added to it for 18 years. So as he drank one, he smashed it, must have glued it right on there. Today it's a folk art gallery house. It's owned and operated by the Orange Show Center for Visionary Art, which is a nonprofit organization founded in 1980 to preserve and present works of extraordinary imagination and provide people the opportunity to express personal artistic vision, which I believe this is. So I'm not it's cool. It's like an art piece, but not my kind of art. But it's a
Yeah.
project that kept him busy.
I think it's interesting. Again, it's another one that's relatively small. The next
Uh-huh.
one is one that I think maybe I would love to go see sometime. It's actually not far from me and you, Larissa. It's Safety Harbor, Florida. And it is called the Bowling Ball House. Now, it'd be interesting to see how this house did during a hurricane. It is 724 square feet, so really, really tiny. It is a personal residence of an artist named Todd Ramquest. It features over 900 bowling balls decorating the property, and they've even had fans of their work mail them more. Started it by finding free bowling balls at a flea market. It evolved into this vibrant, ever-changing art installation. And if you see this picture, it's incredibly colorful. Like the art is just really cool.
Hmm.
It incorporates a ton of like recycled materials, bottles, mosaic tiles, wire sculptures. And today you can visit it for free. So Larissa, maybe we've got to put that on our list as something to go see. That
Love
would be
it. It is very cute and quaint, and I feel there needs to be a little boutique, a little antique store, and a little ice cream parlor right on that same street. It's that kind of vibe. So I'm liking it. That was super fun. I think we need to do some more interesting houses and fun facts. I love these types of episodes. And again, it's always fun to chat with you, Michelle. Uh, I'm super excited to check out some of these, maybe even on my bucket list in the future. I don't know. We have that one that we might want to go to, the bowling house. So with that, I would like to thank you all for joining us for another episode of Data Dialogues. And remember to stay data driven, stay creative, and we'll see you next time. Thank you all.